You are not learning English just to pass an exam. You are learning it to express yourself, to open doors, to connect with the world, and to discover a version of yourself that has been hidden behind hesitation and fear. And today, the only rule is simple: just speak. Don't think too much. Don't stop yourself. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Don't wait for perfect words, because perfection is the biggest enemy of progress. Stop overthinking and start speaking, even with mistakes, because the biggest barrier between you and fluent expression is not lack of vocabulary, not lack of grammar rules, and not even lack of opportunities. It is the habit of thinking too much before saying even a single word. The mind becomes a strict judge, constantly analyzing every sentence before it is born. And in that process, the natural flow of speech gets blocked. You already know more English than you are using right now, but the fear of making mistakes keeps locking that knowledge inside your mind. Speaking is not about being correct every time. It is about being willing to try every time, even when you are unsure, even when your sentence is incomplete, even when your words feel broken. Because broken words still carry meaning, and meaning is more important than perfection. When you overthink, you create pressure on yourself that does not need to exist. You start imagining listeners judging you. You start replaying possible errors before they even happen. And that imaginary fear becomes louder than your actual voice. But real communication does not happen in the mind. It happens in sound. It happens when air leaves your mouth and turns thoughts into words. Every fluent speaker you admire once stood exactly where you are standing now, hesitating, pausing, searching for words, but they crossed that invisible barrier by allowing themselves to speak without waiting for perfection. They understood that mistakes are not failures but stepping stones, each one guiding them toward improvement. If you wait until you feel ready, you will wait forever, because readiness is not a feeling that arrives first. It is a result that comes after repeated action. The moment you open your mouth and speak, even if it feels uncomfortable, you are training your brain to think faster, respond quicker, and trust your instincts. Language is not built in silence. It is built in repetition, in trial and error, in speaking again after every mistake without stopping yourself. The more you delay speaking to avoid errors, the stronger your fear becomes, and the weaker your confidence feels. But the moment you choose action over hesitation, everything begins to shift slowly but surely. Mistakes should not be treated as something shameful. They are evidence that you are trying, and trying is the only path to mastery. Every wrong pronunciation teaches your tongue how to adjust. Every incomplete sentence teaches your mind how to reorganize thoughts. And every pause teaches you how to become more comfortable with silence while still continuing forward. Silence itself is not your enemy, but overthinking that leads to silence is what holds you back. You do not need to build perfect sentences in your head before speaking them. You can build them while speaking. You can correct them while continuing. You can grow inside the process instead of waiting outside it. The real transformation happens when you stop translating every sentence in your native language before speaking. That habit slows you down and creates unnecessary mental traffic. Instead, when you start speaking directly, even in simple words, your brain begins to adapt to the flow of English naturally. It may feel awkward at first. It may feel incomplete. But repetition will slowly replace hesitation with confidence. You are not required to impress anyone with complex vocabulary. You are only required to express your thoughts clearly enough for someone to understand your message. There is no final level where you suddenly become perfect at speaking. There is only continuous practice, continuous correction, and continuous willingness to speak again after every mistake. The beauty of speaking lies in its imperfection, because imperfection means growth is still happening. When you allow yourself to speak without fear, you unlock a version of yourself that is more expressive, more open, and more connected to the world around you. Each sentence you speak, no matter how simple, is a step away from fear and a step toward confidence. And as you continue this process, you begin to realize that speaking is not something you are afraid of anymore, but something you are slowly starting to trust more and more as you keep going and going and going, and you find yourself speaking without stopping thinking. And then words just start flowing. And confidence is built through practice, not perfection, because perfection is a moving target that never allows you to feel ready, while practice is a process that allows you to grow even when you feel unprepared. Many people believe that confidence comes first and then speaking follows. But in reality, it works in the opposite way. You speak first, and confidence slowly starts forming from your repeated attempts, from your willingness to stay in the discomfort of mistakes, and from your decision to continue even when your voice feels uncertain. Every time you open your mouth to speak English, you are not just forming sentences, you are building mental strength, emotional control, and self-trust, even if the sentences are simple or broken. When you wait for perfection, you delay your progress endlessly, because perfection is not something you reach before starting. It is something that disappears the more you chase it. A perfect speaker does not exist, but a practicing speaker becomes better every day. Confidence is not a gift given to a few people. It is a result of repetition, exposure, and consistent action. The first time you speak, you may feel nervous, your words may shake, your sentences may stop halfway, but that moment is not failure. That moment is the beginning of conditioning your mind to accept speaking as normal, not dangerous. Practice creates familiarity, and familiarity reduces fear. When you repeat speaking again and again, your brain starts recognizing patterns. Your tongue starts adapting to new sounds, and your hesitation begins to weaken. The same words that once felt difficult start becoming easier. Not because the words changed, but because your relationship with those words changed through practice. Confidence is not about eliminating mistakes. It is about becoming comfortable, even while mistakes are present, because mistakes will always exist at some level, even for advanced speakers, just in different forms. If you look closely at confident speakers, you will notice something important. They are not those who never make mistakes. They are those who do not stop speaking after mistakes. That is the real difference. Practice trains your mind to recover quickly, to continue after pauses, to restart after confusion, and to keep your message alive even when grammar is not perfect. Each speaking attempt adds a layer of strength to your communication ability. And over time, these layers build a solid foundation of confidence that cannot be shaken easily. Confidence also grows when you stop comparing your current speaking level with someone else's finished result. Comparison creates pressure, and pressure creates silence. But when you focus on your own practice, your own voice, and your own improvement, even if it is slow, you start noticing progress that was invisible before. You begin to realize that yesterday you struggled with certain words, but today those same words come more naturally. This small recognition builds inner confidence more strongly than any external praise. Practice also teaches you emotional stability. At first, speaking may feel uncomfortable, but repeated exposure reduces that discomfort. You learn that nothing bad actually happens when you make a mistake. No one stops the world, no one rejects your existence, and your message is still understood. This realization slowly removes fear from your speaking process. You begin to speak with more ease, not because fear disappears completely, but because it loses its power over you. True confidence is quiet. It does not come from pretending to know everything, but from accepting that you are still learning and still speaking anyway. Every practice session becomes a small victory, even if no one is watching, even if no one is correcting you, because you are building something internally that will later reflect externally in your voice, your posture, and your communication style. The more you practice, the less you depend on permission to speak, and the more you trust your ability to express ideas in real time without freezing, without stopping too long, without waiting for perfect words to arrive before you continue. And you just keep going with flow and comfort and repetition, shaping you again and again into someone who speaks with ease even in uncertainty and continues moving forward through practice that never really ends. Your voice becomes stronger every time you use it. Not because it suddenly transforms in one moment, but because every attempt you make adds weight, experience, and familiarity to something that once felt fragile. The first time you try to speak English out loud, your voice may feel uncertain, even unfamiliar to your own ears, as if it does not fully belong to you yet. But that is exactly where strength begins, in the discomfort of trying, in the hesitation before words come out, and in the courage it takes to still continue speaking despite that hesitation. A strong voice is not born. It is developed through repetition, through correction, through moments where you stumble but do not stop, and through times when you feel awkward but still choose to express yourself anyway. Every word you speak is like training for your voice muscles. Just like physical strength grows through consistent exercise, vocal strength grows through consistent speaking. When you remain silent out of fear, your voice remains weak, not because it lacks ability, but because it lacks use. The moment you start speaking regularly, even in simple sentences, your mouth, your tongue, and your brain begin working together in coordination. At first, there may be pauses, there may be searching for words, there may be gaps between thoughts and speech, but over time these gaps begin to shrink, not because you forced them to disappear, but because you trained yourself to move through them without stopping. Strength in voice is not about volume or accent or flawless grammar. It is about stability under pressure. It is about being able to continue speaking even when you feel unsure, even when you cannot find the exact word, even when your sentence structure is not perfect. Each time you push through that uncertainty, your voice learns resilience. It learns that silence is not the only option when confusion appears. Instead of stopping completely, you begin to find alternative words, simpler expressions, different ways of saying the same idea, and that flexibility itself becomes strength. When you hear your own voice repeatedly in English, something subtle begins to change in your mind. What once felt foreign starts to feel familiar. What once felt forced starts to feel natural. This familiarity builds confidence, and confidence feeds strength. The voice that once hesitated in every sentence slowly begins to carry more flow, more rhythm, more control. Even mistakes start to feel less threatening, because you realize that speaking again after a mistake is always possible. And nothing is permanently broken by a wrong sentence. The more you speak, the more your mind stops treating English as something external and starts treating it as something you can naturally access whenever you need it. There is also a hidden transformation happening when you speak regularly, which is the reduction of fear. Fear weakens the voice more than lack of vocabulary ever could. When fear is high, even simple sentences feel heavy. But when you repeatedly expose yourself to speaking, fear slowly loses its intensity. You begin to notice that the world does not collapse when you make mistakes. People still understand you, communication still happens, and life continues normally. This realization quietly strengthens your voice from inside, making it more steady and less dependent on perfection. As you continue speaking, your voice starts reflecting your inner growth. It becomes less hesitant, more direct, more expressive, not because you memorized more words, but because you stopped interrupting yourself so often. You begin to trust your thoughts more, allowing them to come out as they are, instead of filtering them too much before speaking. That trust is what makes your voice powerful, because a trusted voice carries clarity, and clarity is always stronger than hesitation. Over time, even silence starts to feel different. Earlier, silence may have felt like safety, a place to avoid mistakes, but now silence begins to feel like missed opportunity, like an unused chance to grow stronger. So you speak more often, in small moments, in casual thoughts, in simple expressions that slowly build into longer flows. And each of those moments adds another layer to your speaking ability, shaping your voice into something more stable, more natural, more ready for any situation where expression is needed. And the more you continue this process, the more your voice keeps evolving beyond what it was yesterday and keeps moving into spaces where hesitation used to exist, but now slowly fades into background as speaking becomes more continuous and familiar and present. And silence is fear. Speech is freedom, because silence often comes from hesitation, from overthinking, from the invisible pressure of wanting to be perfect before expressing even a single thought. While speech breaks that invisible pressure and turns inner thoughts into something real, something alive, something that can be understood by others and even by yourself in a clearer way. When you remain silent out of fear, your mind keeps everything locked inside, and those thoughts become heavier over time, not because they are difficult, but because they are not released. Fear grows in silence, not in speech, because silence gives it space to expand, while speech reduces its power by turning imagination into action. Freedom in speaking begins the moment you decide that mistakes are acceptable, that pauses are natural, and that imperfect sentences are still meaningful. When you stay silent, you may feel safe, but that safety is temporary because it stops growth. Real freedom is not the absence of mistakes. It is the ability to express yourself even when mistakes might happen. Every time you choose to speak instead of staying quiet, you break a small chain of fear that has been holding your expression back. That chain is not visible, but it is felt in hesitation, in nervousness, in the habit of stopping yourself before even trying. Speech allows your thoughts to take shape outside your mind. Many people believe they need to think completely before speaking, but in reality, thinking and speaking can grow together. When you speak, your thoughts become clearer in real time. You may start with uncertainty, but as words come out, your mind adjusts, reorganizes, and finds better ways to continue. This process is what builds real communication ability, not silent perfection. Silence delays this process, while speech activates it. Fear often convinces you that silence is protection, that if you do not speak, you cannot make mistakes. And if you do not make mistakes, you remain safe. But this is a limited kind of safety because it also limits your growth, your confidence, and your ability to express who you are. When you stay silent too often, your ideas remain trapped. And over time, you start doubting whether you can express them at all. That doubt slowly becomes stronger than your ability, not because your ability is weak, but because it is unused. Speech reverses this process by activating your ability again and again until it becomes familiar and natural. Freedom in speech also comes from acceptance of imperfection. When you accept that your sentences do not need to be flawless, you remove a heavy burden from your mind. That burden is what creates fear in the first place. The pressure to be perfect stops natural expression. But when that pressure is removed, your voice begins to flow more freely. You start focusing on meaning instead of accuracy, on expression instead of perfection, and on communication instead of judgment. That shift in focus transforms speaking from a stressful task into a natural habit. Silence can sometimes feel like control, but it is actually restriction. It restricts your ideas, your confidence, and your ability to connect with others. Speech, on the other hand, expands you. It allows you to explore your own thinking, to hear your own ideas, to refine them as they come out, and to understand yourself more deeply through expression. Every spoken sentence becomes a step away from fear and a step towards self-expression. Even if the sentence is simple, even if it is incomplete, even if it is not perfectly structured, it still carries value because it breaks silence and replaces it with action. As you continue speaking more often, fear begins to lose its intensity. What once felt intimidating starts to feel normal. What once felt like a challenge starts to feel like a habit. The voice that was once controlled by hesitation begins to move more freely, not because fear disappears completely, but because it no longer dominates the process. Speech becomes a form of release, a way to let go of internal pressure, a way to express thoughts without delay, and a way to step into confidence gradually through repetition, through effort, and through willingness to continue speaking even when silence feels easier, but speech slowly becomes more natural and more open and more connected to your inner flow of thoughts and ideas that keep forming and unfolding as you continue to express without stopping and without holding back and without letting silence take over back, without letting silence take over again.